Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Pablo Gavi, as it has been reported that Premier League giants Liverpool and Manchester City are on alert after Barcelona prodigy's contract registration is overturned. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Gerard Pique, as the Barca legend have responded to the Negreira scandal that Barca is currently facing, saying that we were superior, we did not depend on referees. We are going to be discussing on that Pique's interview. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona were dealt with yet another shock yesterday as the Mercantile Court declared Gavi's registration null and void, citing that the club had missed the filing date by one day. Gavi has become one of the most integral figures in the Barcelona squad, impressing onlookers with his technical brilliance, versatility and aggression. He was rewarded for his performances with a contract in September worth €8 million per year, or let me say per season. But La Liga did not ratify that contract extension, claiming that Barcelona were violating the financial fair play regulations. Barca later registered Gavi as part of the first team at the end of January through a court filing that came in their favor. However, the same court has now declared Gavi's registration void, meaning the player will go back to his youth team contract while relinquishing his number 6 jersey. Perhaps most importantly, the youngster will become a free agent at the end of the season. FC Barcelona, however, maintained that nothing has changed with respect to Gavi and his contract registration, stating that everything was done on time and within deadlines and that the court's decision on the matter is not concrete. Amidst this, according to the Times, Gavi's contract dilemma has put Liverpool and Manchester City on red alert. The two Premier League giants had always admired Gavi, but their chances of signing the Barcelona starlet always seemed remote due to the player's desire to remain at Camp Nou. However, with Gavi facing the possibility of becoming a free agent in the coming, the two clubs sense that the opportunity of securing his services, especially if Barcelona fail to sort out their economic woes. Liverpool are in the market for a new midfielder this coming summer, with Jude Bellingham among their top targets, but a player like Gavi could prove to be a cook for the Reds. Similarly, Manchester City want to enhance their options in the middle of the pack, with especially with Ilkay Gundogan likely to leave the club at the end of the season. Interestingly, the German international has been linked with a free transfer to Barcelona. It was really a sad story, or a sad developing story about Pablo Gavi, as reports came out yesterday that the contract extension that Barca finally registered in La Liga have been overturned. And all this because of the influence of Javier Tebas, who have been pushing that Barcelona's renewal or registration of the renewal of Gavi is not legal. It is illegal. And he really pushed the matter to court. And the same matter that was in court earlier during the January window that Barca, finally registered, or let me say finally registered his renewal because of the court ruling, which ruled in our favor. La Liga now still went back to that very court. So I still don't understand the competence. How can you give a verdict in favor of Barca? Now La Liga will put pressure and you go against Barca now. So it's something that is not good at all. And it just seems like everything is going against Barca. The Negreira case is hanging on our necks. Barca is in serious risk of having a very big collapse of reputation. So it's something that is very, very alarming. Gavi, of course, will be a free agent only because of the ruling yesterday. Gavi, therefore, all means will be a free agent come end of the season. Right now, according to reports, the player still has the right to go and play now for the B team, but Barca still retain the right to keep him in the senior setup. But I think Laporta and the board will try to see how they can resolve these issues. It's going to be complicated, really, really complicated now that the favor have gone against Barca. And also, because of this ruling, it is expected that Gavi will not be wearing the number 6 shirt. But from new reports that I came across just recently, they are saying that La Liga have no issues with that. They have told Barca that Gavi can continue wearing the number 6 jersey, which he inherited from manager Xavi himself, who was one of the legends in midfield at the club. So Gavi will continue wearing the 6 shirt, even though he had no right to according to the laws. But we hope that things are sorted out when it comes to Gavi's future. Reports are saying that Man City and Liverpool are strong two contenders to sign the player, and they are so keen about the situations recently. They know very well that Barca might risk losing Gavi because of all these situations, and we know that financially, Man City and Liverpool can afford it very easy when it comes to bringing him to the Premier League. So let's hope that such a scenario doesn't happen. And of course, Gavi continued to be an important player of the team with his aggression. He brings something different in midfield. He's a passionate player. He loved Barca a lot, and we saw it in many occasions. Then, moving on to the next story of discussion, former Barcelona defender and club legend Gerard Pique has dismissed the accusations leveled at the club after the Enrique Negreira scandal came to light. Barcelona are understood to have made several payments to a company owned by Negreira between 2001 and 2018 when he was vice president of the referees committee. While the club have been firm on their stance that those payments were made for reports on youth footballers across Spain and referee behavior, allegations have been made that Barcelona were paying off referees to arbitrate matches in their favor. In fact, the prosecutor's office has charged the club, as well as two former presidents, Sandro Rosell and Jose Maria Bartomeu, with corruption for the same. Amidst this, Pique has given his thoughts on the matter during an interview with RAC1, stating that he or none of the players were aware of any reports on on referees. He said, "We didn't know that the club paid this man. The players, especially those of us who have been here for many more years, already know about the referees, but it's good for the coaches, especially those who come from outside, to have these reports. As a player, I don't know if that's what this man's job was." The former defender, of course, who turned 36 last month, then went on to state that he was confident Barcelona were not involved in buying off referees. As he said, "I put my hand in the fire that Barca have not bought off referees. If you want to buy a referee, it's easy, as giving him an envelope in black. You don't go to vice president of the technical committee of referees. There is no logic to it. We are used to conspiracies and campaigns from here on." Given the payments were made between 2001 and 2018, Pique was asked if the scandal would tarnish the image of Barca's golden generation, of which he was an integral part. He said, but the former captain dismissed such allegations or such suggestions, stating that Barcelona team were much superior to the rest and did not depend on referees for success. He said, "As much as they want to tarnish it, it's such a golden era. It's no longer, what we won, but how it was won. They can review everything. We were far, far superior. We didn't depend on the referees. I would pass over it and move on to the next. It's true that the public prosecutor's office is involved, but I trust the club." So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.